Shout out to everybody here on the live. Looking at that, we got a lot of AVAX coming in there. A lot of Shiba Inu. You see SHIB getting bought up hard. So you can see SHIB might be pumping today. Ethereum coming in the mix. A lot of Matic getting bought up. Litecoin, Chainlink. It's like a traditional H-bar. And of course, that Bitcoin getting fired in at automatic speed. Brrr, brrr, brrr. AVAX, though, really taking over. You can see AVAX really the big one today. And Scale. Scale taking some gains right there. Interesting. 70,250 for Bitcoin, starting to get a bit of a fall to the downside. I just sold my trade at about, yikes, 71K. You can see the 15-minute didn't look amazing. Almost like a false move Monday today. Oh, no, I sold 70,179. We're actually pretty good. Sorry. I got mixed up with 70 and 70,000. We're actually pretty good. We're still inside the flag here. I actually have a moment here. I got to show you something. It may be, so I was in this flag last night. I played this flag here. We broke up, we broke down, we broke up. And then I sold right there when the 15-minute looked like we were going to dump. And we did. And we dumped from about 71,262. Oh, yeah, so I sold 78.89 right around here, right? But I was in there, yeah. But we broke out. I could see us falling all the way down to this yellow line at 68,500. Not guaranteed, but something to pay attention to.
Like a fire.
Wow, what a day to be alive. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Shout out to everybody. What a blessing it is to be alive, to breathe in this air, to have an opportunity to wake up this morning. God bless me with another gem of a day, baby. Still 37 degrees here in hazy in Boston. I just want to get back to sunny Florida. I can't wait. I'm waiting 1 month, waiting on approval from the realtors and the owners. And guys, if you ever own a house and you got a guy trying to get in a place, don't take days. Just give them the approval and let's move on. You know what I mean? Enough is enough. It's like eating me alive every single night I go to sleep. I want to know where I'm going to go. I want to know what I'm going to be doing. But anyway, that's my life. Who cares about my life? It's about your life and about what you're doing today. Let's break down what's happening for Bitcoin. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I really, really appreciate it. You can see a lot of money's flowing right now into Avalanche. A lot of money's flowing into Shiba Inu. A lot of money's flowing into Ethereum. We're also getting some Doge buys here, some Bitcoin Cash, and some Scale. I'm also seeing a lot of Litecoin getting bought up, a little bit of Matic there, and there's some Phantom, some big Phantom buys coming in, but a lot of SHIB being bought right now. XRP a little bit there too, but mainly Avalanche really taking over today. Avalanche and Shiba Inu are the big ones that I'm seeing right now. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP, and BOOKMAP has Big Red all the way at 71,300. The most liquidity is above us all the way up to 71.6, suggesting that we go up there. Big Red's been pretty spot on this whole time. Big Red is the largest order of liquidity that we can see on the API order book. This is where the most people want to sell Bitcoin. At 71,600, this is where whales, 400 Bitcoin, 300 Bitcoin, that's $3,000, 3,000 Bitcoins right there. Yes, I said 3,000 Bitcoins. So pretty big move to the upside there, could get us up there. Now we still have liquidity below 68,000 and 69K, and we're in the middle. I'm going to break it down. I kind of was about to post a lot of charts, but then I kind of held off. Bitcoin looked indecisive, and so I kind of calmed down a little bit for a second here. Let's break it down. Let's talk about Bitcoin like I do every single day. I got a bunch of charts kind of in waiting for you. Nice and simple and easy, right? Well, not easy. Well, I don't like using the word easy, but nice and simple and complete. That's the better way to say it. My dad did not like the word easy, so he kind of ingrained me not to use that word, right? Nothing's easy, my dad would say, and I think he was correct. Nothing is easy. If you do it correct and you do it right, there's always a little extra touch to it, a little extra detail. I don't care if it's making a sandwich, cooking an egg. Nothing's easy. You know what I mean? That's my dad talking to you right now, and that's my grandfather talking to you. So that's 3 generations of price, man. Just giving you some insight there. Nothing is easy, all right? My dad worked 7 days a week. My grandfather worked 7 days a week. I work 7 days a week. Not all the time, but I work 7 days a week for the last 4 years. Anyway, I love you. I love all of you. I appreciate you all. AERO is so hot right now. It's the one. It's the one. And I talked about AERO over and over again as the trade of the week. I could just tell. I had the narrative. I had the coin. I could just see it all, right? And honestly, let's take a look at what's happening to AERO. AERO is forming this beautiful ascending triangle. You see that? Kind of faked out and broke out kind of with the Bitcoin move here. But as long as Bitcoin plays ball, goes sideways, or even slowly goes down, this thing will likely continue to the upside regardless. So I see a $2.25 AERO. And this thing will get to $3 soon, and then people will be like, what? And it'll do a 10x from that 33 cents when I first talked about it, first got in. Who here made massive gains on AERO? And who did I help put it on your radar? Did I put AERO on your radar? Did you find out about it with me? Did you do some research and you were like, whoa? But I see AERO continuing to the upside here, looking pretty lovely for a move. 15-minute, a little overbought. And again, we could get a breakdown back to the 200 SMA. If Bitcoin dumps, everything will dump. Not everything, but most things. Like 95% of coins will dump. But I do see AERO headed to 225, 223 area. That would be our next level. Look for it to make, once it makes a flag up in here, it's gone. I mean, it's basically in price discovery. This thing was just down here at 8 cents. It was 8 cents. February 25th. Are you kidding me? 8 cents. It's now $1.67. I mean, that's cryptocurrency for you. People get excited about stock gains. But come on, man, this is insanity. Absolute insanity, right? Anyway, so the weekly close. The weekly candle got resistance at 73,600, right? That's going to be our kind of our line in the sand. Or no, it's actually 73,777. Don't you think that's weird? When I rest on that candle, I see the top of the candle. Not on Coinbase, but on BTC USD on Binance. It was 73,777s. I find that so fascinating. Anyway, So we call it 73.6, 73.7. We got resistance. We bounced off the 65.5 area that I talk about. And, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if you come back to this 21-day moving average. I have the fib. 51,000 still on the cards. Everyone thinks, no, there's no way. It's still a possibility, everybody. And my chubby thumb, I got these chubby Irish thumbs. I don't know why it had to move to the side like that. My dang thumb. BTC USD, I'm looking for the Bybit spot chart. Okay. Let's get back to brass tacks here. Actually, that doesn't look right. Hold on. Nope. Sorry, I don't know what I was doing. Maybe it was in the Coinbase chart. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Back into it. So much has to happen for me to get this on point. It's amazing that I do it as well as I do every single day. Blessings on blessings. So, as long as we stay above 65.5, Sammy stays bullish. All right. I'm about to say I'm on the 2-week chart. All right, let's get back into price action. Everything's got to go right. All right, so as long as we stay above 65.5, I remain bullish. The second we lose that, we'll be looking for 60K and we'll be looking for that $51,000 area. I'm not even saying that's possible. The fact that we broke back above it makes it less and less likely, but we have to, you know, Fibonacci retracements do happen. It wouldn't be the first time in the world. We saw that, right? MACD's a little high, RSI's a little high, but the stochastics are giving us kind of the go-to. We definitely have a breakout. That's a clean breakout. So you can leave this line here unless Bitcoin breaks back inside this diagonal trend line. So you make this trend line even extended a couple, you could extend it. And that's 1, 2, 3. That will take about 12 days for us to even get to this point in the chart. You can actually hit shift. All right. Hold this down and you can go sideways and it'll tell you where you're going to be. So right there, that's 12 days. I was pretty spot on because I did 4 times 3 and I could see 4 candles, right? But so in 12 days, as long as we don't go back below this diagonal trend line, like if we start to break and we break back below this, fine. We're going to, but it's likely we're not. With that wick pretty close to the 21, that could suffice for at least some type of, okay, we made our connection. And remember, if this is a flag, like I'm saying, conservatively, you could go the length. This, you could go really wick to wick, in my humble opinion. And I'll put the top of the flag. You don't even need both. You don't even need the bottom one. But and that tells us we could get to about $101,000 again made by May. That's even quicker than we thought before. 100,000 by May? Crazy, right? But that's possible if Bitcoin really revs up to the upside. It's definitely a possibility. All right. Now, you'd have to break back below that trend line. And I show you what has to happen for me to remain bearish. All right. Or for me to turn bearish. Right now, I'm bullish. We're back above key areas. All right. The daily looks amazing. The daily's still sporting the hidden bullish divergence. All right. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of, and I'm going to show you on the 4-hour in a second, but the daily shows this huge hidden bullish, which is great, right? And if you pulled wick to wick here, you did bounce off the 886, 786 and the golden pocket. All right. If you pull here, you still, though, you could come down to this $59,000, $58,000 area on the daily. All right. If we make some type of double top, get rejected, could this be a shoulder, head, right shoulder? You know, I'm always open-minded. And that's what keeps me being able to get the trades properly done, you know, because I'm open-minded to believe that I'm not always right. I second guess, you know, my first statement in case I look at my biases. I try to extrapolate who I am from the situation and say, am I doing something because I'm from, you know, because I'm Irish, because I'm this, because I'm that, because I was raised this way, because I was raised in Boston, you know what I mean? We all are a product of our environment in some way, shape, or form. And look at Bitcoin, about to lose 70,000, not the best sign for BTC. We're going to get into see if we can give you a quick short here today or something going on. But I did see, I sold my long trade today at 70,800. I told my trading group I'm out. Thanks for the AERO call, Sam. I made gains on gains. So grateful. We are all truly blessed. Shout out to Frank Glasser. Blessing on blessings. Thank you so much for that. Baby Whiff bounced hard this morning. Hey, Sam, don't know what you said. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Yeah. And I remove anyone that tries to pot stir. So, yeah, I appreciate that you're here. But, yeah, that's why I joined the group long ago. No bias, straight charts and TA. This is a candle gap of the 4-hour that might go back to close between the 66.5. Yeah. Remember, PayPal broke the all-time high, and now it's retracing a bit. The all-time high wasn't that far away, man. Remember, because it was in that flag in my mind mentally, so when it came up and came back down. But thank you for that. We'll take a look at it. So we broke out. But look, there's resistance for Bitcoin at 71,451, 71.5. And we went right to that area and could not get back above it. We want to see this daily candle close back above this resistance to remain bullish. Otherwise, we could be making like kind of a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder. We may slump to the downside. It's not always love. Every single day, you have to say, what's going on? You have to be open-minded to anything. All right? Blessings on blessings. Sam, take a look at the T threshold network breaking through key resistance. Looking for a breakout to the upside. Let me see what you're saying there. T, USDT. Threshold network there. On OKX. It's also on MEXC. Wow, that thing's gone, though. I mean, you should have given it to us at the inverted head and shoulder, man. You know, you're a little late to the party for us, man. That's what we get in here. All right? And in this flag with the cup and handle, right? It's kind of a little overboard, man. It's a little done by now. It's a way for the 21. Show us, give us the setup before the setup, all right? That would be a little better, all right? Try not to give us coins that have already went up 100% on the day. Now, maybe there's going to be a flag here on the 7, and there's a chance this continues to the upside. If anything's hot, this is hot. It's got the volume, right? So flag out the 7-minute if you're willing to get in. See, look, now I'm giving you the trade way beforehand. See, it's not fun to give someone a green candle. My biggest pet peeve is when you guys give me a coin that's up huge. And you're like, hey, check this coin out. Oh, it ripped last night for gains. I didn't tell you about it until way later. You know what I mean? I'm just messing with you guys. Right? AERO hit 181. It's insane, man. Yeah. So bang, bang, bang. Let's get back into Bitcoin. I usually don't jump out into a chat like that inside of the chat, but I did it today because, I don't know, I'm in a good mood. Prayers and a moment of silence for everyone affected by the Baltimore Bridge. Yeah, let's do that. I cannot believe that bridge got hit like that. Imagine driving in your car. I used to work a night shift. I would have been on a bridge like that on a night shift. Imagine not looking out your window and seeing that ship. And it looked like the ship got turned off. Was it a cyber attack? Was something going on there? So moment of silence for everyone in that Baltimore Bridge. The Francis Scott Key Bridge, right, if I'm correct? Dear Lord, we do not know why the calamities happen in this world, in which they do. We don't have the answers for everything in this world. Let us keep the faith that somehow, some way, in the afterlife and in the ends of of time, that all things will make sense by your God, by your grace. And may us never lose the faith, even if we don't understand. I lost my mom. I lost my father this year. I don't know why my mom died in front of me. But what I did is I kept the faith. I got closer to God, and I used that to keep the devil away. Amen. So we hit this resistance here at 71,005, and we could go higher, right? That's going to be possibly 89,000, but we gotta take into account that we're out of resistance right now for Bitcoin. So, and that's 71,500 for me, and back to 69.9. I never wanted to see 69,000 again for BTC. Right now, the daily's getting a resistance. That's kind of what we're seeing. I'm going to show you something on the 4-hour that's a bit disturbing, all right, right now. And it's an indicator that most people don't notice, right? But technically, look, this is a swing. This swing low to this swing low was an uptrend. If you double-click it, that's an uptrend right there. But on the price action, we had a downtrend. That's hidden bearish divergence, all right? And that tells you you're likely going to drop to the downside. Right now, the 4-hour also does not look in our favor. For whatever, you know what I mean? You're overbought on the stochastics RSI, and you're curving to the downside. And you hit a resistance. So, likely we're going to break to the downside. And look where the 4-hour 21 is. Let's move this. See, there's the 21-day moving average. You're likely going to get a move to the downside here on the 4-hour. You're likely going to head back down to the 21 because you don't like to stay that far away from the 21-day moving average. However, this may turn into what's called an emerging cup and handle. So we'll have this cup. We'll have some type of handle here. Let's pull a Fibonacci to see what's happening. Take away the moving averages so we can see some clarity. I'll get away with this measured move. We don't need that here. And this one for now. And then we're going to pull our Fibonacci. And so the levels we're looking at is possibly a 618 at the 65.5 area again. But can we hold the point of control? Can we stay back above support? So now, and then we also have a bit of support right here at 69.6. We break 69.6. We're coming right back down to test this point of control at 67.250. We have some chop here. We may stop at 68.5, and you know what I mean? 68.5 is also a key level that I would like to see us hold. 68.8, 68.5. And we can hold those key levels on the daily. That would be beneficial. All right. Love is the strongest frequency in the game. Yeah, if you guys do your PTSD thing one more time, you're out of here. All right. I know you guys are bots. I know you're excited. Go to the Crypto Lifer stream and bombard them. Maybe they sent you from a Discord. I get it. Spaces was lit last night. I couldn't get to my mic. I wonder why you couldn't get to the mic. So weird. Bitcoin will make you pennies compared to PTSD on Salah. Oh, my God. All right, I'm going to not look at the chat now for a while until we get, we're not going to get bombarded by whoever these people are. Shout out to the 1,422 people here on the live. 291 likes, $32 in chat revenue. Already getting started for the day. So I see a pullback for Bitcoin. I'd love it if we don't go lower. There's a chance that we go here. We go sideways like so. Okay. And remember, did the 1 minute just lose the 200? I bet it did. I bet it did. And was that your entry to short? I bet it was. Right? So look at this. Right when you lost the 200 on the 1 minute, short city. Now, it did a fake out, break back out. Might have got some people there, but using my stops not that close. Usually I use the support of resistance outside of it. But that would have had me, I probably would have been started to take profits here once I saw it move back up. I almost got back into the long immediately. Because I was like, oh, I was trading this flag, right? That's what I was trading. And I wanted to see if the flag could break to the upside. The RSI started to curve on the 15 minute. I dumped out, and then we lost the 1 minute 200 SMA. Boom. To the downside, right? The 1 minute is so beautiful. Let's get back to the 4 hour, though. We're not done yet with my top down. I just had to jump through real quick and show you that 1 minute time frame, get you excited. And I use the 1 minute 200 SMA as my go-to. So I always have the 1 minute up on the screen so I can watch what's happening on the 1 minute. All right. Shout out to Tom. Kulo is about to get listed on a big exchange, and it's under 25 million market cap. Next meme to blast off. Kuyo's been around for a while now. I see a lot of people loving Kuyo. Bang, bang, bang. Wow, look at that nasty dump to the downside for Bitcoin. Just, brah. Man, that's what happens, man. A crazy long squeeze to the downside. Now they're building liquidity below us. Look, the biggest red now is building up at $69,000 and $68,000. Looks like they're about to take us further to the downside. This looks like a false move Monday. Crazy volatility today. Crazy volatility, right? But look, I jumped out of my long. And again, I was a little late with telling you guys, but I also don't want to, I like to tell you guys when I get in and out of trades, but I also don't want you to do everything that I do. I don't want to force you just because I got in, I do, again, I have years of experience. So when I get in, there's likelihood it's going to play out. But I'm not 100% either. I could sell something and it could continue to pump, right? The 1 minute loss to 200, that's how you knew to get out of your trade. I teach my students this all the time. And then it made a descending triangle. Look. And descending triangles break to the downside. That's like my go-to short system. I just wasn't, I could have played on that. I wasn't looking at the 1 minute at the time. Like I have to be in that time frame to see what's going on. We're going to continue to figure out what's happening here for Bitcoin, but I do see a pullback for BTC. And I said it when I made my update already this morning. Let's celebrate the first super chat for Nikunj Gayakwad. Nikunj Gayakwad, we love you. We appreciate you. And we thank you for being here with us. Blessings on blessings. Appreciate you. Love your lives. God bless you. Shout out to Oli Banana. Oli Banana. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you for being here for the 27 SEK. All right. Like, hurry up and just break through already. Smash the like. Shout out to everybody here on the live. We appreciate you. And we're super happy to see you here on the live. All right. So there you go. And again, whenever the 4 hour gets away from the 21, it comes back to it. Once you understand this concept, then these dumps will make perfect sense to you. Very likely we're going to come further down, possibly to the 618, which, let's actually look here. Let's pull the fib there. So there's our 618. So that makes more sense. So 68,300 is our next level to test. That's going to be the point of control. We lose the point of control, we're going to drop to 63,000. So it's kind of crazy. See the gap right here? See the gap of the VRVP? The VRVP is the volume range profile. Look, you had a gap here. That's why you went up right to resistance. You got another gap out here. You go through this chunk again, you drop right back down. That's how this works, okay? We need to see some type of, stoppage here. This is it. Resistance. This is the level that we need to see a bounce from. We need to, we got to get a bounce here, and then we can, so this is what I want to see. You get the bounce, we go sideways, we pull into 21, and then we get on our next move to the upside. So it's not all bad. A little bit of a sell-off here. People took some profits at that rejection at 71.5. Crazy, Bitcoin can drop $2,000 now in a second, right? And again, I was able to see that. I was able to sell that. And again, you make, no, you weren't live. I really did, though. I saw the 15-minute Stokes, and I sold, look, close long. 71.179. I had no trade open after that point. I promise on my life. I closed my trade at 71.79 based off why? And I'll show you. I was looking at the 15. I was trading this flag like I showed you. And let me go back in time. And I saw the Stokes aggressively turn down before they got to the top of the hill. So keep... I didn't do it for me, huh? But I saw the Stokes like right here. Come on, trading view. So I saw the Stokes like this, and they started to turn bearish. See? Can't see it now, but see that? And then it crossed a little bit, and I was like, oh, that's no good. When the stochastics tell me they're going to dump, I listen. And that's kind of the key to my success. I listen to the stochastics RSI. When they're low, I get in. When they're curving or coming down, I get out. And this told me there was going to be a dump because this was curving, and this is going to dump, and we were going to dump. And I usually you dump to the 200 SMA. So I could see there was 80% probability of a dump, and that's exactly what happened. All right. Back to the 4-hour. So here we stand on the 4-hour time frame. We know that 69.5 is key support. We don't want to lose that level. We want to break back above it to the upside. Could be a really good place to enter along, but I don't like where the Stokes are right here on the 4-hour time frame. Suggest that we do have some more downside for Bitcoin. All right. Only time will tell, but I don't like what I'm seeing here for BTC, but it could go sideways too. And that's where the smaller time frames are going to play. Let's take a look at the 1 hour and the 15 and the 7. Our three go-tos. They really help us out in times of need. They give us the information we need when we need it. They provide. 69,700 for a nice bounce back up for Bitcoin. Liquidity still lower on BOOKMAP. What is this? What am I watching? What are these bubbles? What's happening? This is an API connected to the biggest exchanges, right? And what I'm doing, Bybit, Binance Futures, OKX, and it's what it's doing. It's giving me how many people are on the exchange and where their orders are. It's giving me the order book of the whales. I want to know where there's a whale. If there's a whale below me, we're likely to go lower. If there's a whale above me, we're likely to go higher. The whales tend to drive price action into their order book. That's just how it works. You can fight a whale all you want, but you know what I mean? That's like Moby Dick. But you know what I'm saying? Don't be Moby Dick, don't fight a whale. But, or Moby Dick was the whale, but, don't be Captain Joe. Right. Anyway, so 68,000, 69K, these are the key areas that you're likely to get liquidity drawn to. So if you see 68,000 later on tonight, you can't be like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. You kind of did. There was big orders down there telling you we were likely going to get driven to the downside. The space away for the 21 also tells me we're likely to get driven down to 67,002 or higher. Let me open it up. Why did that just change? Because it's the fixed range volume profile. It'll change if you have less information on the screen. All right. But that's definitely the area when you look at all this, and it's kind of the neckline of the head and shoulder and all that fun stuff. So this is my line. I'd love to see us not break this level and go sideways. It's awesome. So the bullish scenario, all right, for today is that we do this. We make a flag and we catch up to the 21 about 16 hours from now. Tonight at about, 12 o'clock tonight, there's a chance we're in a flag and we can open up a trade at 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning. I really like to open trades Monday at 12 o'clock at night and Tuesday at 12 o'clock at night where the daily candle opens. Shout out to Master Friend for teaching me that. And everybody, my buddy Master Friend taught me so much. He really did. He teaches a class. He gives you a recorded class, and he's in my trading group. He said that I completed his mentorship. Like he was grinding. And then he met me, and he started taking a lot of my concepts, the cup and handle, certain areas, support or resistances, and, mainly the cup and handle, though, and how we were watching retracements on the 1 minute. And he started understanding a model, and he created a model that's really pretty beautiful. He also teaches people how to use zero liquidations and all sorts of fun stuff. So if you want to know more about London, Asia, and all the different time frames of the world, and when liquidity comes in and out of the market, this is a beautiful class. I'm telling you right now, it'll blow your mind. All right? It'll blow your mind. Anyway, sideways price action, resistance at 71.5. We must break back above that to remain bullish, period. If we can't get back above that area, Expect more downside. So the most bullish scenario is we go sideways till we touch the 21, and then we get the continuation to the upside. All right. The bearish scenario is we start to tank. We lose this key level here, which so far we haven't. We've gotten a bounce, and we flattened out. It would have been more lateral had it been a falling wedge usually by now, right? So it's showing signs because this is kind of a chubby falling wedge. That would be a little strange. Doesn't mean it can't still do that, though. All right, we could end up something like this. And we would come to the 21 and then maybe come down to this 786 area, and we retest this deeper point of control at $67,000. So this is kind of the two scenarios that are on my radar. And we're going to know in the next 8 hours because 2 more candles will close in the 4 hour, and we're either going to close them down here or we're going to close them over here. If in 12 hours, 3 candles close above 69.5, then you have nothing to worry about. So if you're at work today and you can't get to the charts for 3 hours, for 12 hours anyway, and you come home tonight and you see Bitcoin sideways, that may be a gift for you to open up a beautiful trade if it fits your trading style. You have to have the education. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do here should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. All right? So this is a key concept to understand. This is the levels. And this is kind of, I'm spot on because I know how price action interacts with the 21-day moving average. I've backtested it on multiple time frames, and I understand how it works. You can learn this with me if you join my trading group at cryptolifer.com. Jump into the pinned messages here at the top of the comment section. Click the link here to cryptolifer.com and jump on into my curated website. Ready for you. Learn to trade. Unlock financial freedom. Join today. Join today. Join today. All right? Take the first step. Our premium Discord trading and education community. Access to the group wherever and whenever you choose. You can't beat that. Whether mobile, desktop, or web browser, the 99 group will empower you no matter the experience level. Join fellow lifers from around the world in your journey to self-improvement and financial freedom. Weekly coaching sessions for free for all members. Member rooms, share ideas with like-minded, learning library, comprehensive educational resources, and mentorship, analysis, and trades direct from me, the Crypto Lifer. So, and if you want, you can sign up for our newsletter and click consent here so we can send you more awesome stuff. And we only do it every once in a while, like once every 4 or 5 months. You rarely will get an email from us. But hit consent and you'll get our weekly newsletter, every single Saturday and Monday morning, all right? Jump on in today to get 2 weekly newsletters a week. Give us your email address, hit consent. I can't wait to see you as part of my weekly newsletter. It's been a very, very growing thing. It's awesome. People really like it. A lot of feedback comes out of that. You watch the stream, you kind of forget what happened a little bit. You go through the week, goes over the weekly, makes things make sense, and gives you kind of the sauce, all right? You're going to be able to navigate the markets just like I do, calmly, coolly, and collectively, understanding where the moving averages are, understanding where the support and resistance. And it'll be very hard for you to be surprised by the market. You'll have a pretty good idea of what the likelihoods are, and then you'll know the confirmation. For instance, if you see a 4-hour candle close below this, it's likely you're going to, we're in the falling wedge, and we're going to have to make some type of, bounce off 67.8 or even possibly 65,000 yet again. So just reminding you always that when everyone's perma-bullish or telling you that it only goes one way, they're just not true traders. A true trader has no idea where the price action is really going to go. A true trader creates projections at all times and waits for confirmations on those projections. Very similar to a chess player. You don't know where the person that you're playing against is going to move, your opponent is going to move. You have no clue. None at all. You're not in their brain. You have somewhat of an idea if you play chess. The more you play chess, the better off you may be. 100%, right? But there's no guarantees. So one thing I want to discuss too is this bearish divergence on the 1-hour time frame. Technically, that swung up while that swung down. That was a bearish div. You lost the 21-day moving average. Once you close the candle below that, usually some bearishness too there as well. All right, we'll get rid of this kind of cup for now. We don't need it. And in a bit of a double top too. 1, 2. It's an M pattern double top, right? So only time will tell. But right now, the pattern looks pretty ugly. And we're looking for that consolidation. So this morning, how did we know to get out of our trade? We were able to see that we had a bearish div on the RSI, on the stochastics. We saw that the 4-hour was away from the 21, and we saw that the 1-hour had lost the 200 SMA. Write those down for the rest of your life. Say, I'm in a trade. Say the 1-hour loses the 200 SMA. Write that down. Say the 4 hours away for the 21. And then you realize, okay, now are we V-shape recovering on the money printer now? This is the money printer right here. This is the liquidation where they reverse the price. This is a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. You go to the 30-second chart, it is an inverted head and shoulder. It's making the ascending triangle that we get every single time. Do we break back up to the 200 SMA? Now, I usually use the money printer on the 1 minute. We're looking for some bullish div here. We've got a little bit. This swings down and this swings down. This was flat and to the upside. That is a little bit of bullish div right there. Hands down. All right? You can see it there on the 30-second chart too as well. The bullish divergence. Let me explain something to you. That'll blow your mind. This is going to blow your mind. For the rest of your life, you're going to be like, what did he just tell me? I can't believe what he just said. I'm serious. You're going to make an inverted head and shoulder a lot of times. You're going to see it, right? This is going to blow your mind. Whenever you find divergence, it's this. The divergence is the right shoulder in the head. Don't you get it? Every time. Ah. The inverted head and shoulder is the ascending triangle. See, one day I drew an ascending triangle. Another day I drew an inverted head and shoulder. Then one day I drew the inverted head and shoulder inside of the ascending triangle, and my mind was blown. I was like, wait. Then I learned, too, that a lot of times the head could be the cup. This is the handle. And then I have what's called confluence. I have multiple patterns that are all telling me we're likely going to the upside. And so I look for this. I look for the inverted head and shoulder with the cup and handle in the ascending triangle. And then I'm going to blow your mind another one. And then when you pull your fibs, you find you come to the golden pocket a lot. Like if I redirect this, or even to the 786. This will blow your mind. So I'm always looking for this type of entity. And there it is right there. See, this is my model. I know the model before I see it. You get it? This is my model right here. And there it is. Look, it's not perfect. It's never going to be perfect. But there's your shoulder. There's your head. There's your right shoulder. There's your divergence. There's the ascending triangle. You usually pump up to the 200 SMA. If you break the 200 SMA, you'll continue further to the upside to 71.5. I know the next levels we're going to go at, and I know where we're going to go based off the moving averages. Now we know 70,000 is psychological. Now we can see the local resistance is where we bounced here off of 70,098. If we break back above that level, we're going to, that tells us that we could probably get a move to the upside. If we can't get back above 70,100, we're likely not going to continue to the upside today, or we're going to continue to slump. So I built the 4-hour template. I know where we are with the moving averages, okay? And then I watch my smaller time frames for confirmation of bullish or bearishness. It's a very simple way to trade, right? And you can't, and again, it's 100% logical. You can't go to 80K unless you break above this level here, right? At 71.26. Then I bring in the stochastics, and they're pretty awesome. So let's take a look at the stochastics on the 1 minute chart here and see where they're at. They're overbought. Usually when the stochastics come up and you don't get above a key region, it's a bearish sign, okay? If we were super bullish, the stochastics would have stayed low and we would have pumped past resistance. See, using support or resistance in conjunction with the stochastics RSI give me key confirmations. How and why? Let me explain. And again, for all the other YouTubers out there, I'm going to give you more information in a 2-hour period. I just talk quicker. I talk more confident. And I've been doing this for a long time, so I don't waste your time. It takes me a lot quicker of a period to get you going, all right? So look, this technically has a move, right? Inverted head and shoulder to the upside if you break the neckline. And this is bullish. If Bitcoin can get back above this key level. And see, I'm not bullish or bearish. I'm open-minded that anything is possible for BTC. And look, this is the money printer. This is where Master Friend would have nailed it on the NQ. Let's take a look at the NQ did the same thing. I bet it did. I bet they're in the money printer right now in that trading group right now. Let's take a look at the 1 minute. The purple gang, man. I love y'all. I love everybody that's purple. I love Master Friend. I love everybody in the trading group. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So this was harder to identify. It didn't money print as easily. It came lower. You see that? They tried it. They messed with you guys today on this one. There's your cup and handle, though. I guess, you know what? It maybe Bitcoin's front running. There's the divergence. So you get the divergence. So look, here it is. And then you should get the shoulder. Maybe there's the right shoulder there, which will be the money printer. We don't know where we're going to go yet, but you want that 786 retracement. I don't like what I'm seeing here, but the bullish div is pretty strong for the NQ. We're going to take a look at the DXY in a second too, because you can see the NQ kind of moving with Bitcoin. All right. So Bitcoin headed back up to the target there. Beautiful inverted head and shoulder. We were able to find out where price action was going to kind of slow down. The old me would have just been looking at red candles in the 4-hour freaking out. I would not known how to get into the 1 minute and dissect price action. I'm going to teach you how to do this. I'm going to teach you how to be amazing. You're not going to get emotional anymore because you're going to be actually actively teaching yourself. You don't get emotion. People get emotional in fear because they don't have the information, right? When they lack information, that's when people get upset, or that's when they usually do funny things and act emotional. My system teaches you to teach yourself something all the time. You're always gaining more information. And so instead of being in fear, you're actually empowered, and you have control over your trading style. And that leads to confidence, mental clarity, focus and discipline, and just a better life in general. All right? Now, I am still seeing mixed signals today. It's not an amazing Tuesday. I'll break that down, right? And we still have this idea, like, that's a trend. Like, you could break back inside that to remain bullish. Let's look at our 7-minute. Our 7-minute wants to make a move to the upside too. And it's kind of, that slight bullish divergence. It's not amazing, but it's slight because this is so steep. Let me show you what I mean. This is so steep, but this is kind of flat. All right. So will I make a live trade today? If I see it and it comes my way, yes, I will. But it's got to make sense, right? You can see the 7-minute resistance is right here, right where we couldn't get back above at 70,300. And we got rejected by that. And we're still below the 200 on the 7. That's a bearish sign for me. Once the 7-minute breaks below the 200. And the 1-minute had a reversal, but it didn't look like it was amazing, right? So now we could kind of maybe do this. Nah, it's a pretty weird pattern, honestly. Feel like we bearish bounce. So look, resistance, bounce, wick, bounce, fall through, resistance, key level, 70,250, 70,300. So now we know that 70,300 is our kind of area that we need to get back above on this local time frame. All right. And then symmetrical triangles, they break to the downside more than they say they're 50-50. I see these things dump 90% of the time. Anytime I see a chubby triangle, it dumps the length of the pole. And that's exactly what it did. So I was able to see the bearishness and hop on out of my long. I didn't switch short immediately. I don't always do that. You know what I mean? Oh, hop, imagine if every single time you traded, you switch short or long immediately every single time. I mean, it'd be pretty insane, right? So perpetual is over at 70,250 now. 70,195, about $50 over spot. So now we know if we can't get back above 70,300, expect more downside. Period, right? But we did get a nice bounce off 69,250, which is that 4-hour support. Still a bit of a double bottom there. You could almost say, is this how it played out? That would be your double bottom. You would take the length of the neck to the... Pretty interesting, right? Anyway, extrapolating, basically the general idea, even though it doesn't look perfect. Now, do we go... Now, again, everyone goes off the narrative that Bitcoin has to keep getting bought up. And they're going to just keep buying Bitcoin. And honestly, I keep buying Bitcoin. I don't know why other people don't. Bitcoin's a great asset to be purchasing. Long term, Bitcoin is the best, right? I like buying my BTC. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to buy some Bitcoin right now, all right? Not a lot, but I'm going to add whatever I have left in the till. I got $295. I'll buy some Bitcoin. It's nothing, right? But I'll still buy at market. And I'm always adding I'm always adding to my Bitcoin bags. Always. Oh, man. All right. Blessings on blessings to be alive. Shout out to everybody here. I'm on MEXC right now, MEXC.com. Now, if it's applicable in your area, 0.1 spot maker taker fee, 0% futures, and 0.2% future taker. So if you make the trade, basically, if you're a limit order guy, you're going to pay less fees. Also, if you hold about, I think, 1,000 MEXC tokens, which is about, $380 right now. It is $3,800. But they will cut the fees in half. What that does is it gives MEXC token a utility, which I believe makes it, a possible winner in the bull market as well. So I like MEXC. They charge the least amount of fees of anyone in the game. That's really a big deal. So shout out to anyone that jumped into MEXC and used the referral link. I greatly appreciate that. Very, very nice of you. And blessings on everybody that watches me every single day and supports the channel. We appreciate it. Shout out to I Trust Capital. and decrypted tax. iTrust Capital, where you can open up a Roth IRA and get it in. I mean, I just love iTrust Capital. Think about it long term. Everyone has an IRA, Roth IRA, but now with iTrust Capital, you can bring crypto into that. And when I first heard about them, I figured, oh, they only have Ethereum and the main coins. But like, they got so many awesomes. They got Shiba Inu. They got Hedera. They got Axie Infinity, Sandbox. You can even trade gold and silver pegged right there. See that? You can't beat it. You really can't. And buy and sell tax-free. Take it out at the end of your retirement. Really a beautiful thing. I really like what iTrust Capital is doing. They got a QR code right there at the other side of my screen or the link below, and find out more about iTrust Capital today. All right, Bitcoin getting back above key resistance. This is kind of crucial. This is awesome. And now what I'm seeing is this possible idea. Shoulder, head. Can we make a right shoulder above resistance and then just continue on to the upside? So fake out, breakout for Bitcoin so far. Again, I still want to see us break back inside this pattern. We break back inside the pattern, I'm going to take the pattern for a spin. You see what I mean? Once a pattern gets broken back inside, then the pattern's really back where it was. And then the measured move is still on, and you're right back to where you started when you were in the pattern to begin with. Now, is that going to happen for sure? No guarantees. Well, Bitcoin plowing a raid right now to the upside. It has to break back above the 200 on the 1 hour. Let's see if the 1 minute up. So there it goes. See, look, and there is your money printer off of that right shoulder there, which is that 786. Might have brought it from right here. And look, there's your 786 right there. He would use the candle bodies. Master friend used the candle bodies off of there. And look, that's your 786 money printer to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. Blessings on blessings to be alive. I didn't navigate that today. No, I did not. I'm waiting for us to get back above key levels so I can get back into my long if possible. All right. Still not amazing. I'm still not sold at all. And how about P. Diddy, man? I can't believe that. You know, for years, he always had a weird aura. There was always this weird aura. You know, I was good friends with Jadakiss. I met him a bunch of different times, and, you know, he gave me his phone number. Me and Jadakiss became friends years ago. People be like, no, we didn't. Like, yeah, we did. You know what I mean? You'd be like, no. I'd be like, yeah, we did. We did. And you'd be like, no. I have footage of Jadakiss giving me his cell phone number. He's not going to say it on the screen, and this was an older number. But this is me and Jada. This is when I was like 25 years old, 26.
Ain't nothing.
Look.
Jada, we can get a job from you.
Intend to buy y'all this class job again. Because I like when everything matches. Like everything you say matches. Like so when I write, I think everything had a match. Not everyone does that, but for me, it means a lot to me.
Ramen. I love this dude.
Those were 16 bars.
Yo, this dude's a man.
16 bars legit, like, you know, like. And you gave me something.
He goes, yo, I gave you my personal number. Watch.
You're one of my favorite rappers, and I know people go up to you and say,
Hit me up. Let's become family.
Yeah.
And we did, yo. He was one of the, a famous dude, been all around the world. You know what I mean? Gave me the time of day, super humble. He is one of the nicest people. My hair stand up when I talk about Jada. And, you know, he got that bad deal from the locks. He was never a fan of P. Diddy. Let's be honest. He threw a fridge at Diddy, right? I even threw a fridge at Diddy. That's in that line, right? And so, you know, it's just funny, man. I've been around hip hop my whole life. Like, you know, if you were raised when we were born in 1983, right? Hip hop was directed right at me. In 1994, I'm 10, 12 years old, 14 years old. In, you know, in 1995, at the height of when hip hop really takes storm. You got Tupac, Biggie, and so this whole like drama going on right now is just funny because a lot of us, I think, already kind of had a feeling something was going on weird with P. Diddy. You know what I mean? And you get too big for your britches. I think he had handlers. He started doing whatever he wanted, and the handlers decided to call it out. You get it? They let you go as far until they all do it. But they let you go as far, and then once you go too far and they get nervous that you could expose them, they then take you out, right? That's kind of what's happening. I mean, I believe that's what's happening. You can kind of see it. Anyway, let's move on from it. But it's crazy. It's all over the news, and you know, they let him play until they decide that he's going to expose, and so then they expose him. You know, he was never in control. There was always someone behind him, right? Like kind of pulling the strings. Anyway, let's get off topic. I think that's a little off topic, but it's all over the news. So is it off topic? You know, it's everywhere today. But just kind of my personal ideas and my own feelings about it all, right? Through my own life stories and situations. All right, so can the 1 minute get back above the 200 SMA? Can this little weird wacky ascending triangle make today. It broke out, broke back inside, but now it's showing signs that it could continue to the upside. Little bearish div on the RSI, but it says, no, I don't care. I want to continue to the upside. We're looking for this right shoulder now, shoulder, head, right shoulder, to complete this move so we can give it a neckline of some type, right? Maybe it's a little lower, actually. And so we can go further to the upside out of the measured move, and this will bring us further, somewhere to about 71,300. We'll be back in action, all right? Ooh, 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 ooh. Back above 70K, though, for Bitcoin after the beautiful bounce at 69,250. And I'm not opening up a trade right now. I'm getting mixed signals. Like, I don't get anything that's telling me, hey, see, I like it when it's so obvious that I'm going to make money that I do it. See, my trades are, most of my trades pay out, so I only want to get into trades that pay me. If it's not obvious I'm going to get paid, if the probability isn't screaming, I'm a little wary of it. You see what I'm saying? So the better you get at trading, the better your setups get. You only take the best setups, because when you first start trading, you don't even know what the best setups are. You think you do, but you don't have years of experience. You know what I mean? I have years of experience. Like, I know the definition between a good setup and an okay setup, or a setup that's paid me many times and a setup that's like iffy. Now, I still may trade the iffy setup depending on the day or what's happening, but for the most part, I want that solid confirmation. So what I see here is an ascending triangle that broke out and broke back inside the pattern. You see? They've tried to fake it out, broke it back inside, negate the fact that it ever left the pattern. Once you get back inside the pattern, just take this out and trade this the same way as if you saw it the first way. Once you get above the 200 on the 1 minute, that is a place that I like to long. I talk about this many, many times, so now I'm waiting. Had you longed here this morning, beautiful pump to the upside. Look at that. With a stop on the other side. Had you longed right there, beautiful pump with a stop. Now, this one was fake outs, but if your stop was really small, like I usually do it, or you brought to break even when you're in the money, you either got hit with break even, took a small trade, or barely lost any money. Here's another one right here. Once we got above the 200 SMA. This one took way longer. Stop loss below some support or resistance. That might have nipped you out, but not likely to the upside. All right. You can also short. The second you go below, short. Second you go below here, short. Second you went below here today, short. It's pretty amazing what a great indicator it is. You really just need the 1 minute and the 200. And I guess I shouldn't tell this to people, because I guess if the whole world knows this, it'll get exposed. But boom, gone. Gone. And right there, gone. All you had to know is how to use one indicator. Like, you could take all my other moving averages off, just use the 200, and just buy and sell when you go up and down on the other side of it. It's just such a simple concept. It's insane. Everyone tries to reinvent the wheel, make it so much, But again, it took me years to see the simplicity in the charts. I had to use all the complex things and then start peeling them away. And then one day I was like, wait, I don't need all these other things. I just need this. And my mind goes, oh my God, Sam, I think you figured out something that's amazing. That's what I love, what I do for a living. I put so much time and effort into it, and it's still, all that time that I put in years ago still pays me to this day. That's why I tell everyone, work on a craft, desire, go after something that you can work on every single day and make it happen, baby. So look, resistance for Bitcoin. Really weird charts going on today. We're getting some mixed signals for BTC on the smaller time frames. But again, we never got back above the 200 SMA on the 1 minute, so there was no confirmation of a reversal. Now, this could be making the right shoulder now. Let's get rid of this here. And I never opened up a trade. I want to make that clear as well. You know what's interesting is this is looking a lot like that 4 hour. Shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder, right? But we are making the right shoulder now for Bitcoin. Makes sense, right? Makes sense. We were waiting on the right shoulder. Look at this shoulder, head, right shoulder there too, and you hit the neckline. It's just so funny. So we're in chop right now for Bitcoin, which has got the rest of the market kind of uneasy just watching. We're going to have fun with your altcoins and your super chats. Do not worry. I just got to have heavy focus when I'm doing Bitcoin. Now I'm going to go to another chart, and I want to see if I can see something different that I didn't see before. I go to like the KuCoin chart. I delete all the work, and I just look at it differently. Get rid of the moving averages for a second. I mean, I still see kind of like an Adam and Eve in a way, right? Point of control, you're below. Gap in the VRVP, 67K likely, right? We want to see this right shoulder get made here. So crucial. Yeah, nothing too crazy that I see differently. Support. You're bouncing right off this resistance support, like boom, boom, boom. I just saw something that I didn't see before. So I didn't see this before. Kind of scary, not scary, but nothing, you know, but a bit concerning. Do we crash the 66.2 and get tight, right, and ready for a bigger move? There's also be somewhat of a symmetrical triangle, right? Now there's levels to be had here. It's not the worst, you know, but so that's a possibility right there. But I mean that. But so far, Bitcoin's doing a really good job of holding the key support and resistance levels. But only time will tell. So we're back here watching this bearish retest of the 200 SMA, basically. And we really don't even have like a good pattern to play out. Like we don't have a lot to go on here. So what makes the most sense is to watch your 4-hour time frame and see that it makes these flags, right? The sideways flag is more likely now than the downward flag because you see what I mean? Unless you're making something like this. So again, it's just back to the Twisted Sister and that 21-day moving average on the 4-hour. And you're overbought. So this is likely to come down. Maybe it bounds, but it's likely going to come down. You go sideways or come down, and the 21's going to go there or there. Looks more likely you're going to get more downside, in my humble opinion. So the smaller time frames are kind of a mess right now. They're not giving. I look at them every day, and today's unusual. So I know the anomalies because I look at them every single day. You get it? So I know the market almost better than the guys trying to manipulate us because they use it with the bots. They don't use their mind like I do. So I see the market through my subconscious mind, and my subconscious mind has hours and hours of the market stored. See, you can't take that away from me. My years and years of data. You know, that's why I tell all my students time in the market. And that's why people say time in the market is better than timing the market. All right? It's about time in the market. The more I see in the market, the more, you know, basically the more I can use it to my advantage against the rest of the herd too. They haven't seen what I've seen, so they can't make a confident call off of like a low stochastic like I can. They can't see a short before I can. Very unlikely, right? So kind of a double top, Adam and Eve there. And the 1 hour also has moving averages far apart. See how the 21's away from, that usually tells you you're going to get a pullback too. Back at 69.8. Wow, they brought it up to 71.2 real quick, almost 71.3. But this is like a false move Monday today. But I mean, you can see this though, clear as day. Like it's like a double top. There's your neckline. And we bounce, come up, you know, but, and the 200 on the 15 too as well is looming, saying, hey. And look at the 7-minute now. The 7-minute wants to dump. All I can do is draw this like wacky flag. It's not amazing. 7 and the 5-minute want to take you down right now as we speak. So look for the 7-minute to dump on you. I mean, the 5-minute to dump on you, the 7-minute to dump on you. Yeah, they're both likely coming down. unless we could pull the higher low on the 1 minute. So here, watch your 1 minute time frame. Again, we do not have to open up a long until we get back above the 200 SMA on the 1 minute. So you don't have to get into this head and shoulder pattern. We just want to see how price action can get its way back. So the 1 minute could be our saving grace here to save the day. But I see it headed to the downside here out of the bear flag to possibly 68,900 for Bitcoin. All right. Let's see if this right shoulder can play out and save the day here. See if we can get the Sammy cup and handy to the upside. Again, I'm getting mixed signals in the market telling me not to trade, telling me to take a chill pill. So that's what I'm doing. Again, I could force a trade just because I want to, or just because I want to show off or be the man. But honestly, it's good to show you that sometimes I don't trade, because that sometimes I believe every trader is going to have to be able to know when not to trade. Your system doesn't pay out, you don't see exactly what you want, then you don't go force trades. I'm at the golden pocket inside of the cup and handle. You know, I even have hidden bullish here. The hidden bullish makes me want to open up a trade, though, because that tells me there's a 90% chance I'm going to win the trade. This indication here, when this swings up and that swings down, it tells me I'm going to win the trade. So I'm going to dabble in it. I'm going to look at it. I'm not going to open it, but I am going to look at it on the 1 minute. I mean, it says that we're about to get a short squeeze. Even if it's not that big, it says we're about to get a short squeeze. You got this hidden bullish. It's such a good indicator. And you got the low stochastics kicking to the upside out of the cup and handle. It's a 3-to-2 risk-reward ratio. It's high risk. Let's take a look here. 71,176. You see it turns green wherever you put this green. See? 7176. The entry is now, and then the stop loss is 69,659. Look at that thing mooning. I'm just not a fan of the price action today, but this looks like it could break to the upside. If I open up the trade, I could risk like 45 or 107. Like, I could risk make a very small risk trade, just like something just doesn't really bother me. And this risk-reward ratio has changed since I've now moved the price action, you know. I'd have to move this up now. 69,781. Sorry, let me get that right. Yeah, and there you go. I 100 for 300, or I'm not playing it every time, right? And that is an inverted head and shoulder that could save the day here for Bitcoin. Crazy how we were able to find these things, right? So intricate what we do here on the channel. Nobody else gives it to you this way. I gave you the weekly all the way back down to the 1 minute. You ever thought you'd be on the 1 minute? Who here never saw the 1 minute till they came to my channel? Who here never saw the 1 minute till they came to the channel? Wow. Nothing but love. Shout out to Pamela Columns for the $200 super chat. Pamela, so nice of you. And celebrate Pamela's first super chat on the live, baby. And man, YouTube, I get so many first super chatters every single time. Pamela, we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you. Nothing but love. Pamela, I love that. There's so many awesome people here. Well, thanks for the whiff call. Anytime, my friend. Anytime. You and down with you. So I'm getting mixed signals for Bitcoin. I'm not amazed. And something's telling me to watch price action. My instincts are telling me that things are, things are weird. And to wait. A lot of strange things going on today if you feel it, right? You can kind of feel it out. Hunt boat and you're funny. All right, let me jump into the fan funding and see what's happening today at 11:13. Let's see how many beautiful people send some love my way. I love this. It's like opening up a Christmas gift, right? Shout out to the 1,941 people here on the live. Sam, can you check Kong, please? Lifer for life from Stella Meeks. Stella Mex. Let's take a look at Kong. And look, SLERF started to get up there. SLERF went all the way to 84, put us back in the money now. We're in the money on SLERF. I got in at 71 cents. So I'm now in the money for SLERF. A lot of big buys coming in, 9,800, 1,100. Look at that. Somebody is pushing this coin right now on some YouTube channel, right? Look, 2,500. Wow, huge buys coming in a minute ago. Like huge. Look at this. Like 1 minute ago, someone just shilled this. It was probably Crypto Banter, right? Somebody just shilled this. Look at this. This is crazy. So look, in the last 3 minutes, 1,000, 228, 1,000, 1,000, 200, 200, 200, 2,400, 7,500, 300, 1,000, 200, 200, 200, 200, 200, right? 1,000, 1,000, 2,000, 7,000, 1,900, 2,000, 2,500, 7,500, 1,400, 9,800, 1,000. Wow, this person just sold $26,000. This person just came up. What a wink. Yo, you would have made so much more money, whoever this person is. UG81XZ. We're going to make funny. I want to track that wallet and then send you a... Wish you could send a wallet a message on a description. You probably can one day and be like, should have held, you know? And the guy like looks in, he's like, who the heck is messaging my wallet? Wallet messaging. Guys, we could create that. Let's get wallet messaging going. Nah, too many people would be like, I wouldn't want all of that. So many people would mess with me. Not King. I'm looking at Kong. Now, Kong's on AVAX. All right. Now, Kong, interesting enough. And I got into Kong when it was pretty low. Made this falling wedge. And again, this could go to zero. Just remember that. Nothing is guaranteed in any of these coins. 0.5 fib. Nice retracement. It's got a bit of an uptrend going now, which is a better sign than not, right? You're just seeing it tight. Not a lot of great TA in this. No Fibonacci. It will continue further to the upside, possibly. But again, you never know. All right. Kong. Oh, no, I didn't get into Kong. I got into KIMBO. I keep getting them confused. Kong had a huge run up and then slowly got a sell off. It's still got a small market cap. You know, I don't know. I got into KIMBO. See, someone in my trading group got into Kong. I missed it. I got into KIMBO. Now, KIMBO took a beat down today. That's sad. That's whack. KIMBO's been moving pretty nice, though, since I first got in. Moving to the upside here. Then it kind of went sideways. All right. Getting a nasty sell-off as we speak. Is Bitcoin dumping? No, 69.95. Bitcoin's actually kind of possibly giving a bit of a pump here. Oh, no, we got rejected, though, at 70,100. Oh, look at that. The 1 minute's going to dump hard right now. Look, I'm telling you right now, that's a short. See how when that turns like that? And look, shoulder, head, right shoulder. And we just got a nasty resistance. Let's see if the 30-minute didn't make it back above. Yeah, the 200 on the 30 created a resistance. That 1 minute looks like a dumpage. Like what I see here on the 1 minute is this. See how price action's changing every 5 seconds. You have to be just completely limber. Your mind has to be limber. It's a possible short right now to 69,397. Look how many mixed signals are sending in a small amount of time. Tells me to be wary. But that's a dump to the downside. Look at it. There it goes. There it goes. Look at that. Called it. Nailed it. Come on, baby. All the way to the target. 69,416. And then look. The liquidity is right here waiting for us. 69,200. 68,800. 68,000. It's all about identifying the pattern before you can't, and then watching it play out in real time. Today's a funny day in the market. I'll give you guys that. When I'm not live trading, it means something weird's going on. For sure. It means I'm uncomfortable with the environment. All right? And when I'm uncomfortable with the environment, it means something's going down. Thanks for the AERO call, Sam. I made gains on gains. So grateful. We are all truly blessed in this live. Thank you, Frank Glazer. Prayers in a moment of silence for everyone affected by the Baltimore Bridge collapsing. I just can't believe that. Can you take a look at JASMY, please? Thank you for all you do. Celebrate the first super chat on a live stream from Nurky, 530p. Nurky, we love you. We appreciate you. That's so nice of you to do. Can you take a look at PTSD? Celebrate the third super chat on a live stream from Christina Schumpert. Sold at 71 cents. Thanks for all your hard work. I'm very proud of you and look forward to breaking bread with you. Amen. Thank you very much, my friend. Could you check Mint Layer or Tectum? I'll take a look at Tectum. And still, look, mixed signals. Like, it didn't get the follow through on the 1 minute. See, like, no patterns are doing what, it's like, oh, we should get a dump. We should get a pump. Just getting a lot of mixed signals for Bitcoin. That's why I would stick on the 4-hour time frame today and just wait for the 4-hour to play out. Like, to me, that's our best bet is to let the 4-hour guide us today back to that 21-day moving average, right? And our best bet is, it's like this way, or we may even go sideways. And then 21 comes into price action. Bullish scenario is that we get the 21 to continue on up, and we go sideways in the flag, and the flag continues to the upside. So that's what I'm looking at. That's what's highly likely, but you never know. You never know, right? Blessings to all you beautiful people here, and I love you all. Thank you so much for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Without you guys and gals and beautiful people, I don't have a show. I just don't. So I really appreciate that you're here with me every single day. And when my mom and dad died, you guys really, really held me down. There was days where I was just in shock. And you guys said, don't worry, Sam, keep going. We're here for you. And, I thought everyone was going to leave my channel. I thought people were going to abandon my trading group. Oh, he's going through depression now. He can't do the charts. And I had a lot on my head that the world was going to give up on me because I was going through some hard times. But you know what? None of you did that. Even some of you said, hey, Sam, if you need a month, we're here for you. But I didn't do that. I didn't take the month off. I didn't waste your time. I heard my mother's voice in me say, you started this group. You got to keep it going, Sam. She said, just because I passed away does not mean you get to slump. I heard my dad say, be strong, Sam. This is your time to shine. And I saw the market changing too and Bitcoin gearing up. And I said, if I don't take advantage of this, I'm going to miss out on all my hard work. And so I stayed strong no matter what, because I had to, for my business, for my family, for each and every one of you, and for myself, and for my parents, right? But I just wanted to say thank you to everybody, because without each and every one of you, I have no idea how I was able to get through it. This channel was such a support system for me, and Twitter, and my trading group, all of you. So I just want to say I'm going to continue to give back to each and every one of you, because you gave back to me, and I'll never forget it. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. All right, so I see us going further down to the 21-day moving average for Bitcoin. That's just what I see happening today. Look for that level 67,128 to get touched. But we're heavily holding this beautiful support. But the second we lose 69, let's say 69,750 even, we're going to drop right back down to about 68.8. And then the point of control at 67,350 for Bitcoin. All right. So I don't see a huge move for Bitcoin today. I see sideways or downward price action. Okay. And that's just what has to happen. It's not all up. We had a beautiful move yesterday. All right. And there's still bullish. It's like, what if we end up staying above this line and doing a flag? I'm open-minded to this. The 21 being this far away tells me we're likely to come back down to it, though. But only time will tell. Let's continue with the super chats and see what's going on. Can you take a look at JASMY? It says Nerky 530p. JASMY, baby, JASMY. JASMY on MexiCoin, Binance, Coinbase, Bittrex, Gate.io, and the works. So I looked at JASMY when it came back to this 786 double bottom area, right? And it bounced off the 786. We all know the 786 is a beautiful place to get in. If you just drop fibs and you buy 786s over and over again, backtest it. Use a demo trading account. On Mexi has a really nice demo trading account. That's amazing, right? And zero spot future fees. But what I like here, you go to futures, you go to demo trading, and you can open yourself up a demo trade and see what's happening. I don't know why I turned white on me. That's funny. But yeah, demo trading, right? And you could transfer funds here and claim your demos, claim your demo crypto, right? You get all 50,000, hit confirm. They'll give you 50 grand an account, and what you could do is you could try all these interesting ideas that I give you all the time. All right. You could try the money printer every morning demo, right? And look, like, watch this. Look how scot-free this is. But once you do it, you eventually have to kind of get in succession with it. But let me show you. I see something that's very interesting. This is a complex inverted. Don't you see it? I see it. Shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder. It tells us we should be able to get in right now at this right shoulder with a stop loss there, right? So it says we should be able to get in. Now don't do this. I'm just going to demo it. It's a 283. I'd like a 3, but it's good enough. If this keeps disappearing, right-click it. Hit your settings. I was like, it didn't come up fast enough. And hit always show stats. You're going to long this. And again, this is a demo account. I normally never trade demo. You've probably only seen me do this once in my life, but I trade real funds, I guess, every day. I just don't know. I trade real funds every single day. You know what I mean? I hear some other funny YouTubers like, I never use real money, right? Never. It's always it's like, I don't know. So I'm just like, but again, I use real funds, man. And so we're gonna risk, and you risk way more, right? What's my leverage right now? Isolated at 32x. And I was like, what's going on? I was like, I'm missing a 1 there. $69,413. Sorry, I got thrown off. Okay, so we risked 200 for 700. Oh, you risked 1,000 for 3,000, right? Technically, that should play out based on the inverted head and shoulder. And we should pump up to the 200 SMA before we get stopped out, right? You can also use bigger amounts. For me, you know what I like demo is I take the things that I've already been using and I 10x how much I usually put in. And this helped me because what I did is eventually I was able to up the type of, I was able to make my trades bigger than bigger, right? Yeah, this is a $157,000 trade. I've only done like a $100,000 trade. Maybe a couple times I did a trade this big for 5,000, but it's very rare. It's like only a few times in my life, you know? But to get accustomed to that type of money, trading leverage, use the demo. Now, I like to trade demo and live kind of back and forth, not just demo, but I use the demo for certain things. We'll come back to this demo trade and see what happens. But if you're not demo trading as a beginner, you're doing yourself a disservice. Heck, I opened up a long one time and I hit the short button accidentally. Or I opened up a short and I hit the long button. The trade's going down. I'm like, wait, I thought I shorted. You know what I mean? Look, that's how you make $300 real fast, though, right? It's so insane. If you were to use that amount of money. Leverage is crazy, right? But we know this is supposed to pump back to the 200 SMA. We're back above 70,000 now. Look, right when we entered the trade, it started to make a move to the upside. The fastest $400 in your life. Again, this is a demo account. I'm going to make that clear. But I still entered it. Why didn't I enter it on the regular one, right? It's funny. This is not my demo account. This is a real account, all right? This is not my demo account. And again, lately we're getting this, but we're not getting the follow through. So I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't get the follow through, right? Now, where's the demo account? I don't know. I thought it was right next to me. Yeah, there it is. Now, something on demo, I would just take, I'd be like, man, that's 500 fast. I would take that. You see? Right now, you can even move the stop loss because we were risking a lot. Right to break even. Now you can't lose the trade. Now you're up 549. Now what I do here is I go to the 1 second chart and I start playing with the stop loss. If I'm in a big money trade, now my stop's in profit, you see? And every time we get above a key level of support or resistance, I raise my stop a little more. And look, I'll get stopped out, but I'll make 500. There it is right there. Oh my gosh, how did that not get stopped out? That's crazy. That's insanity, right? And there we go. We got stopped out on a dippage. And again, this thing could continue, though, on this move. But that's how you would use 5,000 to scalp. You know, we just made, what, $400? What was the fee? 44,000, right? That was up 120 grand to that trade. I just forgot about it. Like I didn't even know I had it open. $31 in fees, 400. Yeah. 463. But look, it says 463, 31, but you only take home $399. See that? So $60. So where's the other $30 go to? Funding fees, possibly, right? Wow, this thing would have continued to moon too if I just stayed in it. Look at that. Would be up huge. Anyway, this is interesting. I like what we're seeing for Bitcoin getting the reversal back to the upside here. Right? We had the kind of money it would have got very close. Then here though, the right shoulder. So we have the shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder. That's an inverted head and shoulder, complex inverted head and shoulder. Clear as day. We clear the 200 SMA. We're back in business now. Interesting day. Wow, I got a lot of super chats here. They're insane. $280 in chat revenue. Okay, can you check mint layer or Tectum? Let's celebrate the first super chat from Nick Juds, Gay Awkward. Gay Awkward. In America, that would be like gay awkward, right? Hold on one sec. Sorry, that was a customer service calling me back. I left a message. So sorry. I never like doing that. Apologize. Do you have live trading? Can I join where you put signal alerts? See, everyone in the world wants signal alerts. And I technically do. I technically show you where, but my trading group's different. I teach you how to enter trades and exit trades. See, everyone else took someone's signal alert and just made a signals alert. So that's all you know is, I want to buy signals. Man, signals suck. I'll be honest. And I usually don't say that. You don't want signals, man. You want to become a signal. Now, again, I'm going to put out trades that are highly likely going to play out every single day, constantly, right? And you could call them signals if you want, but I don't want to be ever called a signal alert. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Right? So, right? So anyway, yeah. All right, so moving forward, love your lives. God bless you. Thank you. Do you have a live trading group I can join? I do have a live trading group, though. Yes. Can you check Ray, please, from Bryson Gonzalez? We'll take a look at Ray. Yeah. Mint layer or Tectum? Let's take a look at mint layer or Tectum. All right. Bitcoin's struggling, man. I'm seeing sideways price action, but we're holding 70K. It's not too shabby, right? Let's take a look at mint layer on MEXC. But I am getting mixed signals for Bitcoin. Some days as a trader, you're going to get mixed signals, period. You know, if you have a good system, it's going to say yes, it's going to say no, and then sometimes it's going to say not sure, right? And that's not a yes, so you don't take those. Mint layer, I have in this 4-hour time frame coming back down to the 618 Fibonacci. This is where I would begin to DCA into this, and it may come lower to the 786. Unlikely since this trend line's holding you down pretty well. You probably bounce, come up and down, but this is the area that I would definitely think of accumulating. If I like the project, I'd have to believe in the project. I'd have to know the team, but it would have to make sense that they're going to the upside. You know what I mean? So. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, mint layer 138. I am seeing some news. KuCoin, you know, prominent global cryptocurrency, KuCoin, and 2 of its founders criminally charged with Bank Secrecy Act and unlicensed money transmission offenses. There you have it, right? Can you check Ray until we get the laws? You know, until we figure out really, until they regulate stablecoins properly and get the whole thing organized. It's just a mess. All right, but mint layer did come back down to the 618 golden pocket there. Pretty interesting. All right. And you said Tectum as well. I like Tectum. It was in a good consolidative state recently, but just been going sideways. I like it inside of this sideways price action. I got an alert on it. The alert hit recently. I watched it. It didn't give me wasn't perfect yet. And I just continue to move this alert. It's still looking interesting to me, but it's taken forever, right? It's taking its time. The target there is what? About 69, right? Getting tighter of the zone. Tectum, all right? Do you have a live trading group? Yes, we do. Lifer, love you. God bless you. Shout out to Oli Banana. We appreciate you. Can you Scotty the AI just listed on MEXC? Can you Scotty the AI? Sam, can you check Kong, please? We did check Kong already. Thank you. Nothing but love. We appreciate that. PTSD on Solana. And someone wants me to check Scotty the AI on MEXC. Scotty Beam? Scotty AI? I don't know. You said just listed. This thing did not just get listed. But this thing, Scotty Beam, looks interesting to me. I never heard of this coin before, but it's in a flag, and it's oversold in the 4 hour, and it's sitting on a fib. I have no idea what this is, and it's probably not the coin you're asking about. And I know that. But the universe leads me down these interesting paths that tend to kind of show me what's happening and show me the truth in life, right? So there you go. I mean, we stumbled upon this coin, but it looks interesting to me. I would watch this thing. I have no idea what it is. I've never heard about it. Scotty, it looks oversold on the 4 hour and the daily though. This thing looks hot. My TA just, if I see the system, I'm all in, right? And that's a nice fib retracement back to that key area. Scotty. One thing I got to show you guys, I got another coin that I want to show you. It's something you haven't seen in a long time. In about 5 minutes, I'm going to show you a chart that's going to blow your mind. Definitely want to stay tuned for that. Well, thanks for the whiff call. Let's take a look at Welt, you said? Welt. Welterman International. Or Welt USDT. Fab Welt on Bitmart. It's kind of following that Bitcoin movement, right? Like the up and down. You just want to see it consolidate and stay inside this trend. It loses this trend line, then it goes lower. But if it doesn't, it's likely going to continue. I know nothing about this project. I've never even heard about it. Fab Welt. Yeah, but look for it to bounce there, go sideways, and then it's likely going to continue. Target is 5 cents and 1,000th of a cent, I guess, right? 700 thousandths and 8 billionths of a penny. And you said Scotty AI. I think it is Scotty Beam. I don't know, though. But it looks like you were pretty spot on with that one. Been in the group for almost 2 weeks now. So much value in the group. I'm learning how to scalp. And just yesterday alone, I made 3x the 99 I spent for the month. Join the 99, love, brother. Everybody, I have a big thing I want to ask. These are awesome, right? I would love it. Because we will take this, we'll post this, and we'll post it to Twitter. It's really awesome if you guys could start, if you can open up a Twitter account, all right? And you could start posting, like if you could take that, if you could open up a Twitter account, copy paste this right now, and then post it, and then at me, at CryptoLifer33, so we can retweet it. It's really going to have the biggest impact on my channel and on my life. It's really going to help my Twitter movement too. So I really appreciate these, and I would love if we can get some of these on Twitter. So please open up a Twitter account, and I really ask for anything, everybody. I really don't. I give and give and give. It's very rare that I ask for anything except for you to join the group and all that, but or advertise the group. But I'm not asking really. I'm giving you guys the stuff for free. But the idea is this. Can you review GALA? We'll take a look at GALA. It looks hot to me on the 3-day chart. 2-day chart looks like it's going to continue. I see a photographic memory of GALA continuing to the upside, but we'll get there. But yeah, if you could write that down on Twitter and then at me, it would be amazing. Like, it would change my life. I want to get more like testimonials out there to the world so people can see what people are saying about the group and get in with us. All right. Okay. I joined your VIB group. What do I do now? You go to the you should have got an informational, like an email or something, right? Or a pamphlet. But the first thing you do is you watch first. Welcome, watch first. You watch this watch first video. It's going to explain everything to you, and then you're going to be ready to go. If you don't watch that video, you are going to have a problem. All right. You're not going to know what to do. There's too much stuff in there. People that don't watch that video, it pains me because I spent so much time on that video. So don't skip that video, please. Do your thing. Have you seen Skid Unsold? Looks like 1000x OG. A lot of people are talking about Skid. You guys gave it to me yesterday on the stream. I know about like every single coin out here now. I don't know. It got dumped all the way back down. It's in the Fibonacci, 618786 right now. That's the known retracement area. But you'd have to really like, oh yeah, this is the one for me. I don't own any Skid. I'm not into it. I don't know anything about it. You guys seem to know more than me. Could it be it's ready for its next big leg up? Everyone took profits already. Who knows? Be careful with these memes, everybody. A lot of them are going to go to zero. Most of you aren't going to sell at the right times. I'd much rather you guys DCA into BTC long term. But again, yeah. Bless you. Thank you, brother. Yep. And look, BlackRock's opening up a tokenized fund. It's a big deal. Their new tokenized fund brings TradFi crypto closer. Bernstein, the launch of the Build fund is significant because of the way in which the investment manager has brought in key ecosystem partners for both the TradFi world and the crypto sector. BlackRock last week unveiled its first tokenized fund on a public blockchain. The launch of BlackRock's BOK first tokenized fund on a public blockchain is significant because of the way in which the asset manager has brought in the ecosystem partners. Pretty interesting, right? Bernstein notes that while tokenized money market funds are not new, the launch of BlackRock USD International Liquidity Fund is significant in the way the investment manager brought in. They keep saying the same thing over and over again. All right. The first major test goes for institutional holders to experience the benefits 24/7 instant settlements on blockchain with increased transparency and capital efficiency at a lower cost. It's cheaper, it's faster, and it's 24/7. It's way better to settle your stocks tokenized on blockchain than it is a stock regular. Like, the old legacy way is just kind of garbage. It doesn't work. It's not needed. Shout out to my Normie fans. We got into Normie up 136%. I got a Normie right there. And again, if you did pull the fib, that was the 786 Fibonacci retracement where I got in on Normie. And it made me 136% gains already. We're going to continue to make gains, baby, in Normie. So super excited to see what's happening to Normie. All right. Blessings on blessings. Everyone, I have a link to CoinStats. I love CoinStats. It's a pretty cool place to be. Hold on. I just want to show it without showing my entire portfolio. But what it does is it connects all your portfolios to the same place. It's pretty awesome. And you can see everything that you're doing. And there's no better place. CoinStats, man, I'm telling you, from your MetaMask wallet to your Binance to your Coinbase to your Kepler wallet to your Solana wallet, your NFTs, they got it all. They got it all. And through me, you definitely get an amazing discount. So if you use my link below, let me show you. It's going to be awesome. I love using my, who I am, and then we get people to kind of figure it out. But I have to just take a yeah, I just took a PDF of the thing. But check it out. Today, 50%, 1 year plan, $7 per month, $83 for the first month, for the first year instead of $167. So get 50% off your first year. Don't miss out on the savings. All-in-one crypto tracker for managing your crypto, DeFi, and NFT assets. 300 plus wallets, 1,000 DeFi protocols, 20,000 cryptocurrencies, the most trusted manager platform in the game. I'm telling you right now, I've never seen something track my portfolio better. I absolutely love it. I just found out about it even just a week ago. I got contacted by CoinStats, and I love working with them right now. And again, see, I'm not shilling a coin. I like iTrust Capital, right? I like Decrypted.tax. Decrypted.tax is another great place to get your taxes done. So you can track your portfolio, and then you can get your taxes done here at Decrypted.tax. Get everything done the way. Get your free consultation only if you're a lifer today from a tax attorney too, or someone that works in his office with him. Find out what's going on. Figure out how they can help you. Book your free consultation today at Decrypted.tax. And thank you so much for the channel sponsorship from Decrypted.tax. We really, really appreciate that. All right, Bitcoin. You know, showing signs of this inverted head and shoulder making gains. Let's go to that demo trade. Oh, I took the demo trade off, but the demo trade would be winning. Interesting enough, we're kind of battling, right? And look, there's a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder there. Inverted head and shoulders all around, saying, no, Bitcoin's probably not going to dump anymore. So what this tells me is that the 4-hour wants to do that smaller time frame move. Now I see kind of a shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder. Once we break this 200 SMA, see, now I'm more apt. Now, see, this is warming me up to get into the trade. Let's look at the 1 minute again. Let's delete all my old work. And I'm going to finish the other super chats. Do not worry. I'm not blowing them off. I jump back into Bitcoin throughout the day because we don't, I want to make sure you're kind of privy to what's happening. I don't want to miss a big move if we could make a gain. Whenever I have something that I was like, that's not supposed to be like that. RSI, boom, boom. Now, I've been getting mixed signals today, but we did get a beautiful bounce. Now, that looks lovely to me, and I would be front-running the break back above. Now, most people, I would like to wait for the break back above. Lately, I've been front-running it, not every time, but every once in a while. When I'm feeling a little frisky, I'll front-run the move above the 200. You see? 15-minute has to be in my favor. 5 minutes not in my favor. But it is pressing. 71,517. I just thought about when I was a kid and I went to Nantucket for the first time. Isn't that weird? You get these random... Do you ever get just like random memories in your mind? Or am I a weirdo? I think I'm a weirdo. I was about to say I must be in the demo account, right? Yeah. Let's go full port in the demo account. 7,000 for 28 and see what happens, right? It's a $1.5 million trade in demo. Look at that. The trade's already up $800. Isn't that crazy? How that's even possible, right? It was up $800 immediately. Isn't that weird? Because that's how fast price action moved. That was $800 in literally a second. $800 in 5 seconds. Let's go back to the regular account, though. I don't want to be in demo. What a beautiful day it is to be alive. Blessings on blessings, everybody out here. We appreciate you. We love you. And we thank you for your constant viewership. I still have that coin I'm going to show you. I'm not done yet. Man, I still can't believe that bridge in Baltimore collapsed when the boat hit it. Something new every day in this world. Imagine being in your car in the freezing cold water right now. Like some people may not have made it out of there. 20 people were missing. So sad. And it's probably someone who worked the night shift, who worked hard. You know what I mean? Whoever's on that bridge late at night like that. Some rich guy wasn't there. I worked a night shift for a long time. So after this dumpage and us not dumping, I'm more, after all this, and it's a Tuesday, it's likely we're going to make a pump now. But I waited patiently for my time, right? 69895. I'm going to enter the trade here. I'm going to start small. Again, 100 for 300. You know how I do. We get back above the 200 SMA, I will double down. But I did just finally open up a live trade here. Stop loss, 69,895. Take profit, 71,556. This is for educational purposes only, for you to understand and learn how I'm doing it. All right? Do not take the trades that I trade. Do not replicate any YouTuber on YouTube. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. You are in the money right now, 1%, but it's not amazing. I'm not going to really brag about that. We'll see what happens, though. I like what I'm seeing for the move. We get back above that 200 SMA, we're going to get a pump. Even if the 4-hour goes sideways, that's going to be a pump of the 1 minute. All right? So finally made a trade. So JASMY bounced off of the low 786 level, came back up. Is it going to continue? Let's take a look. Look what I see for JASMY right now. Very bullish. I actually own JASMY. I jumped into it recently when it was in this dip. When Bitcoin took that dip, I felt like, hey, you know, JASMY might be the coin. You know, I watched it for a long time. Had some really good partnerships. And so I wanted to jump on the JASMY train, and I'm in now. Look for it to get tight here. If it loses the 200 SMA, again, on the 1 minute or the 1 hour, even the 4 hour, it's going to dump. So that's where I could put my stop. And if price action dabbles with it or plays with it, we're actually not going to continue. I see a move for JASMY. It has a big following. It pulled back off a 618 fib. Previous resistance became support at 1.9. So it's just showing that you know, whoever's into it likes it. And it's continuing. Possible gains of 93% for JASMY. And my stop loss is below the 200 SMA. I love this trade. It looks beautiful. The stochastics aren't perfect. 6 hour, the daily, a little overbought. I mean, the 6 hour and the 4 hour. It's a little small for me. So I'd like to, if it consolidates sideways or even makes a bigger flag. Let's take a look back at my 1 hour time frame, which is getting oversold and holding the zone. So I'm not a fan of the bigger time frames. They're not amazing right now. And it suggests maybe we get 10 to 12 more hours, let the 4 hour reset. The daily or the 22 has to get pinned. But the chance JASMY does continue. Now, if Bitcoin dumps, this double top will play out and JASMY will dump too. That's why the stop's below the 200 SMA on the 1 hour. All right? For JASMY. But I see JASMY making gains. So is this a signal right now? I wouldn't call this a signal. And again, signals are garbage. Right now, buy. Price action switches in a second. You know what I mean? Signals can get you wrecked. You want to be able to feel out the market on your own. Look at the probabilities. You want to become the signal. You want to become the indicator. Not some random thing that you buy online that tells you what to do. I've never been that guy. My dad was a hands-on. I come from Irish hands-on working people. Old school, baby. I don't want it spoon-fed to me. I never did. You know what I mean? That's why I'm here day in and day out. I make it harder than it needs to be. I could do this 5 days a week and still be pretty good. I do it 7 days a week and twice on the weekends. Why? Why do I do that? I have enough money. I've clearly made enough trading. Why do I do that? Because I'm obsessed with my work ethic. It's not about the money anymore. It has nothing to do with it. It's about my business. I like to be about my business. And if I'm about my business, I help a lot of people. So if I just stay focused and disciplined, I'm going to help a lot of people. And that's beautiful. A lot of people are going to learn how to use the daily stochastic. And when they see it high, they're not going to get into something instead of getting dumped. They're going to wait patiently and get in at a better price. They're going to be able to use the stochastics RSI and all the things that I teach to hopefully have a better life with their family, have more time in their lives, and enjoy themselves, right? Sammy, can you look at Mara? Mara was at 21 the last I looked at it. It's at the bottom of a bigger channel. It went up, came down, went up, came down. It's at the bottom of this channel. Likely to go further to the upside at one point, but it has to bounce. And there's your Mara chart. I did it in my mind. You did it with me, right? So look, Mara's here. Came up, came down, came up. It's down here now, right? Draw your bottom trend. Draw your top trend, all right? You're with me, right? You're doing it in your mind, all right? And you want to see if Mara loses that trend line, it's going to drop down more to that lower area at 18.15. If it keeps the trend line, it's going to bounce back up to 25, possibly to 28 at the top, and consolidate for a bigger move to the upside. And that's your Mara TA. Hope you had a good time with that. Okay, so let's take a look at. I'm going to really do the real TA. But I wanted to see if you could really follow me because I can see it in my mind photographically. I saw the entire chart. Anyway, so previous resistance, GALA coming back down here. to 6433. All right. I do have somewhat of a photographic memory. It's not like exact Rain Man, but it's pretty good. It remembers a lot of things in image sense, not in memory sense. So I don't have to memorize things. I just see the image. It's a great gift. I've been using it for years. It's why I'm better at the charts than most people, because I have pattern recognition and I can see things very fast without having to think. Other people have to think, and by that time, I've already made the trade. That's why I'm able to see the pumps before they happen too. All right. So look, 8471. That's why when you join my trading group, you're not just joining a signals group. You're getting a hyperactive mind like Rain Man. You're paying for my brain. Like, that's a blessing. And I spend all the times in the charts. So like, you're paying for my years of knowledge, my hyperactive brain, and all the things that I'm looking at. And my work ethic of 7 days a week. Like, what else would you want $99 for? Like, it's a steal. Like, it's like insane. Nobody else gives you that. Nobody on YouTube. And I can say that clearly and definitively. Nobody works harder than the lifer, man. And everybody will say that in the entire industry. They will tell you who's the hardest working guy in crypto. Oh, that guy, Crypto Lifer. We got the Technical Analysis Award of 2023, man. Best technical analysis. We deserved it because we busted our butt every single day. I sacrificed so much of my life to be accurate. I gave my life away to be accurate. So look, 84874 is the next target for GALA. Watch this flag form, though. You know, one of two ways, but I see the flag forming, possibly touching the 200 and then getting a move to the upside out of kind of a cup and handle there. The bigger target for GALA is 11 cents. I'm in GALA personally. I have a nice big bag of it, and I'd like to see it continue to the upside. Let's celebrate the third super chat on the live from Chris Schaefer. Chris, we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for the $4.99. Velodrome Finance. Thoughts long-term, short-term. Velodrome. I looked at it this morning, actually. I put it out to the trading group right here. Hidden bullish divergence at 8 cents. It went all the way to 17 cents. It did a 2x. I knew AERO was going to beat it out, though, so we got into AERO instead. I feel like there's no reason to be in Velodrome. Aerodrome's better. But you do you. So that's kind of my stance on it. So I'm kind of like, you know. Take a look at your 4-hour time frame. I see you away from a 21-day moving average after a beautiful double bottom to the upside. Look, that's a double bottom to the upside. Adam and Eve, however you want to call it. Look, the shoulder, the head, the right shoulder. Bang, it's all there for you if you want to learn. You either have an excuse not to learn or you learn. That's it. You even have an excuse not to learn or you learn. Now, there's a huge wick up there, which is crazy because you're away from the 21-day moving average. And look at it just got bought up crazy right now. So what I would do is I would flag this out. But because of where the 4-hour is, I just don't see this likely doing some crazy pump. But maybe it does. The TA is very strange right now. I'd wait for a flag, and I'd wait for the 4-hour to come back to the 21-day moving average. Now, maybe it pumps up a little more, and we have to flag it out here. We don't know. That wick and that big green candle, the 1 hour, has me a little like it's just, I normally don't see that. But I'd look for some type of flag, and it looks like Velo will continue. Like AERO for base, Velo will continue. I see Velo somewhere at 23 cents. All right, not too long from now. Let's take a look at Mara. So remember, I showed you it went up, it came down. It went up, it came back down. So it actually did kind of lose that trend line. And Mara's at 21.39. Kind of sad, right? Like, we went to 33 times on this trade. We got in down here. We got all the way up to 19. It was amazing. We got up to 31. It was amazing. We got up to 29. It was amazing. We got up to 30. We got all the way up to 34. 4 times I've been up almost a 4x, a 3.5x on this. I got in at 9 and 884, 864. I'm still up beautifully, right? And I did dollar cost average a bit into 18 and 17 too. So that took away from some of the bigger wins on the smaller time frame. What I see though is a cup and handle on the 4-hour time frame and a flip. I see this flag continuing. As long as the 4-hour stays above the 200 SMA, I am bullish. I see a move back to the top of the pattern here for Mara. So I see Mara headed back up here, getting tight. And then the thing is, I want to see it consolidate, make a giant consolidated flag here. And then I see it continuing all the way to 57. I may get out of 57 though. I thought Mara, I did have one of my premier, someone I know that goes over, and he was like, the Bitcoin mining stocks are garbage. In a way, think about it. They have to sell the Bitcoin. They're going to get less Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to go up, but they're going to get less of it. It may not be the most profitable situation. You know what I mean? Unless they're buying more Bitcoin and holding Bitcoin too as well. If they're selling off too much, it depends on their expenses too as well. So I liked mining, but I would have made way more money with Bitcoin. You got in here in October of 2023, or even back here, like say you got in at $3. I mean, you'd be sitting at a 7x, so that's not true. I guess Bitcoin did a 4x since, I think right around here. I can match it, but whatever. I'm not here to kind of juxtapose that idea. Wow, we did it, everybody. We had an amazing live. I can't believe it. Let's take a look at the perpetual before I'm out of here. So it's flat, down $7. Nothing has really changed. We did not get back above the 200, but we got lower and we flagged out. It's a pretty good sign that the flag. So if you keep going sideways and the Stokes go low, it tells you you're about to break out. That's just kind of an instinctual idea. I'm front running that once we get above this, the trade's going to go very well. So I'm front running the idea that we're going to get above it. I'm being very risky right now. The smarter, less riskier trader would wait for us to get above this yellow line first. Because I have the flag and the Stokes in my favor, I'm being a little risky. Okay? And this is my trade right now that I'm playing out. I'd like to get it to about 71K again, back to that resistance. I'd like to scalp back to 71K on the 1 minute time frame. All right, everybody, that was the show for the day. And the last chart I want to show you is the Sol BTC chart. And I got so many other coins that I want to go over and talk about, but we ran out of time. So Sol BTC is likely going to beat up on Bitcoin continuously. The charts are telling us that we're in a beautiful flag that wants to pump to the upside. That is a bull flag for this asset. And that would take it all the way to possibly 0.3534. You see what I mean? So we'll see. Only time will tell. Resistance, bounce, and it could continue all the way up to about 0.037542. And that's a possibility here. All right. Sol BTC. All right. Sol BTC. So I see Sol BTC about to beat up on Bitcoin. I'm telling you right now, that's a BTC trade right there. It looks absolutely lovely. Sol BTC. And it's ever since I put it out, it's in the money. I put it out down here out of the giant cup and handle. It's still in gains. So I would watch Sol BTC very closely for a move to the upside over here. You put your Sol in Bitcoin and it makes more Bitcoins. Then you sell it. So you put Sol into Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes, so you buy Sol. So you have Sol. You buy Bitcoin with it. No, you have Bitcoin. You buy Sol with it. Sol rips. You sell back into Bitcoin. You end up with more Bitcoin than you started with. That's how a Sol BTC, that's how a BTC pair works. You could also just buy the US pair, sell it, and then buy Bitcoin. But there's an extra fee there, and you may make 18% instead of 16. Sometimes it's like 28 and 34, but pretty much they're pretty close in percentage-wise. All right? But not always. You know, what if Bitcoin goes sideways and this coin rips? Then that USDT pair is going to be way different than the BTC pair. So just something to think about. All right? And I did just post a BTC pair in the BTC pair area. All right. Bang, delete that too. I don't need that out there. Okay, cool. So everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Jump on in to Ben Armstrong Show. I'm going to do another update there quickly if you want to have some fun. I love y'all. I appreciate you. And I thank you for your viewership. I'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. Thank you so much for sharing your most precious asset with me. And that is your time. Looks like the trade's going well. Boom, to the upside. Now I'm in the money huge. You're in the money with me now if you took this trade. Now that we got back above this level, I'd like to double down. Above the 200. You get it? Now we're above the 200. I double down. Because if we hold that level, it's likely we're going to continue to the upside. I just gave you a live trade right now that played out beautifully to the upside. I showed you exactly how I got in here. I don't know why this shifted. I showed you where my target was. My target is 71,586. I have another one at 71,11. I'm actually going to raise that one up a little bit. And that's what I love about Mexi. You can raise your take profit, raise your stop losses, and do all sorts of fun stuff. Be careful. We may just go right back below the 200 SMA. There may be no guarantee we're oversold. Today is like a very strange day. I'm getting mixed signals like a Monday. It's weird. They're not letting us live. I don't know why. Look at that. I added there, and then it might just go right back down. You never know. So that trade was in the money. It was for a second. This is kind of how we've been seeing it today. Weird. See, oversold in the stochastics tell me, oh no. And now it bounced right back up, though. Honestly, I would stay out of the market today and wait for that 4-hour to complete itself later on today. But if I was a beginner, if I was a known scalper and I've did it for a living, I'd be in the smaller time frames, in and out. All right. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice. We want to get back above the 200 SMA. We're getting squeezed into it. It's likely we're going to pump, but you never know. All right. You never know. I'll give another update in about an hour and a half or less to the trading group. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. And I know I didn't show the screen. Don't worry. Let me show it. I can't do it all, everybody. I'm going to mess up sometime. But look, see, we got right. I front run this flag to break above the 200. It did break above it. I was up $60. I added to the trade here. I must be at break even now. I'm still up $19. And now we're about to rip back again. I like this idea here, and I'm getting out. I'd like to get out at 71,500. I've got 2 take profits set for that area. She okay, babe? This is where I'm looking to get out at 71,545, 71,5. But we gotta maintain that 200 in the 1 minute right now. Very crucial idea. If we don't maintain this, we could dump for the rest of the day. We stay above this, we could pump for the rest of the day. The 1 minute is giving us the confirmation and the confirmation of what's likely going to happen. All right. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. And I thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. My name is Samuel James Price, the Crypto Lifer. Over and out. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. You can, you will, you are the best. Believe in yourself. Cut off negative people. Stay away from negative situations and believe in yourselves. And you're going to make it. I'm telling you.